EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
58, come on.
95.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
on third down, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First down, Seattle.
Here's Carson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seahawks.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Taylor Gabriel. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at the 20.
Here we go.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on second and 8. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a third and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
56.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs now leads to a 3rd and long. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left, and the pressure gets to him again. Devin Bush in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Smith. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's caught, Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
After 1, it's 9-0.
With the score, Seahawks 9, Steelers 0.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Black 80.
Watch one.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is down to 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Connor. Down right around the 25. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Double. Black 20.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Try to punch it in with Smith. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On first down, Smith. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Who's 30?
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Smith. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he connects rebound. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
54 miles. Hey, pick your game up.
Roethlisberger will throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Derek Watt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of a group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
This is Carson, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Connor. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Smith trying to run for it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A good run on 1st down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, Wilson complete here. It's Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Again, Wilson dancing to his left. That's caught, and he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Connor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Roethlisberger now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Wilson will throw it in. Toward the pylon, caught. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They run it with Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd and goal, Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Wilson, rolling to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson, the newest Steeler. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Smith running right, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.